You won't believe what just went down with Jim Jones again. Fans are in utter shock, social media is blowing up, and the drama is getting messier by the minute. It seems like every time we think we know the real Jim, he pulls another twist that leaves everyone questioning everything. This time, it's not just a small fib, this is a web of lies so tangled that even his closest friends are left scratching their heads. Sources close to the situation are saying that Jim may have crossed a line that even die-hard supporters can't ignore. The family? Completely divided. The friends? On the verge of calling it quits. And the fans? They are furious. Emotions ran high online as people shared screenshots, leaked messages, and videos that seemed to contradict everything Jim has publicly said. The tension is palpable and everyone is waiting for a response, but so far, silence. In this video, we're going to break down every shocking detail, expose the lies, and dive deep into the emotional roller coaster that has everyone talking. Trust us, you don't want to miss a second of this chaos. Because the truth behind Jim Jones's latest scandal is more explosive than anything we've seen before. The chaos began late last night when fans noticed something strange on Jim Jones's social media accounts. A video had been uploaded and then quickly deleted, but not before screenshots began circulating across every platform imaginable. The footage showed Jim sitting in what appeared to be his home studio, laughing nervously as he tried to explain a situation that only seemed to get worse with every word. The caption had claimed he had been honest about a recent business deal, but fans were quick to point out inconsistencies that didn't add up. People were shocked and comments started pouring in immediately, calling him out for being dishonest yet again. "How can we trust him anymore?" one fan wrote, while another simply posted, "Jim Jones is playing games and we're done." The emotions online were raw, with thousands of replies debating whether this was a simple mistake or a deliberate act of deception. Inside the house, the drama was even more intense. Sources close to Jim revealed that his closest friends had confronted him hours before the video went live. They had discovered that the figures he had shared about his latest business venture were exaggerated, if not completely fabricated. One friend allegedly said, "Jim, people are going to find out, and this time it won't be something small you can just laugh off." Jim's response was, according to insiders, defensive and erratic. "I didn't lie," he allegedly yelled, his voice cracking. "You don't understand the pressure I'm under." Tensions escalated quickly, with shouting and tears marking the confrontation. The friends reportedly left feeling betrayed, unable to comprehend why someone they trusted so deeply could manipulate facts so easily. The family, too, was caught in the crossfire. Jim's younger sister, Lila, had been trying to mediate the situation, hoping to calm both sides and prevent things from spiraling further. "He's under a lot of stress," she told friends privately, but that doesn't mean he gets to lie to everyone. Her attempts, however, were met with resistance from both Jim and other family members, who felt she was overstepping. As the night dragged on, the family was left divided, with one faction supporting Jim no matter what and another openly questioning his integrity. The conversations were heated, with accusations flying across the room and phones lighting up constantly with messages from concerned friends and fans. Emotions ran high, and the tension was so thick that even casual observers described the house as feeling like a pressure cooker ready to explode. While the drama inside the house escalated, fans continued to dissect Jim's every move online. Social media influencers jumped on the story, creating reaction videos that further fueled the fire. One clip, which has now gone viral, shows a close-up of Jim's face from the deleted video, his eyes darting nervously as he spoke. Commentary flooded in, with viewers analyzing every twitch, pause, and nervous laugh. "He's hiding something," one influencer declared confidently, "and the truth is going to come out sooner or later." Other fans began posting old interviews, juxtaposing Jim's past statements with his current claims. The inconsistencies were glaring, and the conversation online grew increasingly bitter. People who had once considered themselves loyal supporters were now questioning whether Jim Jones was trustworthy at all. The tension wasn't just with friends and fans. Even Jim's business associates were reportedly feeling the strain. Insiders suggest that a major deal he had been negotiating could now be in jeopardy because the misinformation he shared had reached the wrong ears. One associate allegedly told a friend, "If this gets out, we could lose millions." It's not just about reputation anymore. It's about money, contracts, everything. Jim, according to sources, was aware of the potential fallout but seemed more focused on defending himself than addressing the facts. "I don't need anyone's approval," he allegedly told a confidant. "I know what I'm doing," but his confidence, or perhaps arrogance, only added fuel to the fire, with speculation running rampant that he was knowingly covering something up. Amidst all this, there were moments that seemed almost surreal. Reports emerged that one of Jim's closest friends had stormed out of the house after a particularly intense argument, slamming doors and shouting that he could no longer be part of a circle that tolerated dishonesty. Neighbors claimed to have overheard the yelling, describing it as a full-blown meltdown that lasted for over 30 minutes. Meanwhile, fans online were piecing together timelines, connecting the dots between Jim's statements, deleted posts, and contradictory interviews. The detective work of social media sleuths was relentless, and the story quickly gained traction on larger news outlets and gossip blogs. As the night wore on, the drama escalated further when rumors began circulating about a private conversation between Jim and his family that had supposedly been leaked. According to these unverified claims, Jim admitted to exaggerating his earnings from a recent project to make it appear more successful than it really was. The family was reportedly horrified. Lila allegedly confronted him, her voice trembling. "How can you expect us to defend you if we don't even know what's true?" The confrontation, as described by insiders, ended with silence, heavy with unspoken accusations and frustration. The family was left divided more than ever, with some members demanding transparency and others unwilling to challenge Jim for fear of causing further conflict. In the meantime, fans were not holding back. Hashtags like #JimJanesLead and #TrueTime began trending, with thousands sharing screenshots, memes, and videos criticizing Jim's actions. The comments were emotional, sometimes harsh, reflecting a mixture of disappointment, anger, and disbelief. One longtime fan wrote, "I've supported him through everything, but this is too much." "We deserve honesty," another said. "He keeps saying he's transparent, but every time we check, it's a lie." The online energy was palpable, and for the first time in a long while, it seemed as though Jim was truly facing the consequences of his repeated dishonesty. In the midst of all this, a shocking twist reportedly occurred. Sources claim that an anonymous figure, allegedly a former collaborator of Jim's, began leaking messages that appeared to show Jim planning to cover up certain financial details weeks before the current scandal erupted. These messages, shared privately with fans and influencers, only added layers of complexity to the narrative. If true, it meant that this was not an isolated incident, but part of a pattern of deception. Fans were quick to point out the implications, questioning not just Jim's honesty, but his motives and whether anyone in his inner circle could truly be trusted. The speculation was relentless, and it created a perfect storm that kept viewers glued to their screens, refreshing feeds to see the latest updates. By the early hours of the morning, the drama had reached a fever pitch. Friends were calling to check on family members, fans were demanding explanations, and Jim himself was reportedly barricaded in his studio, trying to regain some sense of control. The situation had spiraled far beyond a simple misunderstanding. It had become a full-blown crisis, with reputations, relationships, and trust all hanging in the balance. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more complicated, a new development reportedly surfaced, an unexpected video message from Jim, promising to address everything in a live stream. Anticipation skyrocketed, with fans and critics alike wondering whether this would be a sincere apology, a new lie, or something even more shocking. As the sun began to rise, the tension inside Jim Jones's house hadn't eased one bit. The anticipation for the live stream was building, and fans were glued to their devices, speculating endlessly about what Jim might reveal. Insiders claimed that by dawn, the atmosphere had grown almost unbearable. Lila had spent the early hours pacing the living room, repeatedly trying to reach her brother on the phone, but each call went straight to voicemail. The rest of the family was divided between anger, frustration, and fear, unsure whether Jim's upcoming statements would mend the chaos or worsen it. Whispers of betrayal and disappointment filled the air, and one family member was reportedly overheard muttering, "How many times can one person lie before no one believes them anymore?" Meanwhile, online communities exploded as leaked clips and alleged screenshots of private conversations began circulating. The evidence, though unverified, seemed damning. One clip allegedly showed Jim admitting in a private group chat that he had inflated numbers on his latest business venture to impress investors. Another screenshot appeared to capture a text from Jim to a former friend, reading, "They'll never know the truth if I manage the story carefully." Fans dissected every word, every pause, and every punctuation mark, turning the controversy into a full-blown detective game. Tensions online mirrored the chaos inside the house. Emotions ran high as fans debated whether Jim's actions were innocent exaggerations or calculated deception. By mid-morning, friends and business associates had begun arriving at the house, claiming they couldn't stand idly by while the situation escalated. Confrontations erupted almost immediately. One longtime friend reportedly shouted, "You've done it again, Jim. How can we trust anything you say?" Jim, according to sources, refused to back down, insisting that the numbers had been misinterpreted and that he was the victim of a smear campaign. "You don't understand the pressure I'm under," he reportedly barked, slamming his hand on the table. "I'm doing this for all of us, for the future." The room reportedly fell silent for a moment, tension thick enough to cut with a knife, before another voice broke through, accusing Jim of arrogance and deceit. Emotions ran high, and the arguments reportedly went on for hours, with some friends storming out, vowing never to return. As the day progressed, rumors about a secret recording of Jim surfaced online. Sources claimed that a hidden camera had captured parts of his private meetings with business partners, and that the footage could expose discrepancies in his statements. Fans were shocked and excitement mixed with fury as the story gained traction. "This is it," one fan tweeted. Finally, the truth. The alleged recording, described by insiders as damning, reportedly showed Jim making promises he had no intention of keeping, as well as discussing strategies to deflect blame onto others. The implications were massive, and people began questioning not only Jim's integrity, but the loyalty of everyone in his inner circle. Lila, meanwhile, had taken matters into her own hands. Unable to get through to Jim, she reportedly confronted the family and friends who remained, demanding answers and accountability. "We can't keep pretending this is okay," she allegedly said, her voice trembling but firm. "We have to face the truth, no matter how ugly it is." Her words reportedly struck a chord with several family members, some of whom had been reluctant to speak out. Slowly, alliances shifted, with a few previously silent relatives now voicing concerns, questioning Jim's repeated pattern of deception. The household, already divided, became even more fragmented as emotions spiraled further out of control. Just when it seemed like the situation couldn't get any more explosive, a shocking revelation reportedly emerged. One of Jim's business associates allegedly revealed that a major investor had pulled out at the last minute after discovering discrepancies in Jim's financial statements. The news reportedly sent shockwaves through the house. Friends and family were left stunned, some furious, others fearful of what this could mean for their own reputations and finances. Jim, according to sources, was initially defensive, insisting that the investor had been misinformed. But as the facts continued to pile up, even some of his staunchest supporters reportedly began to question him, asking, "How many more lies are we going to uncover before it all collapses?" Amidst this chaos, social media continued to act as both battleground and stage. Fans, influencers, and even casual observers joined the frenzy, posting theories, creating memes, and sharing supposed insider information. Hashtags trended relentlessly, and some accounts claimed to have exclusive leaks showing Jim plotting to manipulate public perception. One clip, allegedly showed him coaching a friend on what to say if questioned about the recent scandal, while another screenshot suggested he was preparing multiple versions of his story to release depending on public reaction. The speculation was relentless, keeping audiences on edge and eager for every update. By late afternoon, tensions reached a breaking point. A heated argument reportedly erupted between Jim and one of his closest friends over what some described as a betrayal of trust. The friend allegedly accused Jim of repeatedly lying, even when there was no need, and of endangering everyone around him by creating false narratives. "I don't know who you are anymore," the friend reportedly shouted, tears streaming down his face. "I trusted you, and you keep proving me wrong." Jim's response, according to insiders, was a mix of defiance and desperation. "I'm trying to protect us. You don't see the bigger picture." The clash reportedly left the entire house shaken, with some members reportedly retreating to quiet rooms, unable to witness any more drama firsthand. While the family and friends dealt with the fallout, fans continued their relentless pursuit of the truth online. Live streams, reaction videos, and investigative threads proliferated, each claiming to reveal a new layer of Jim's deception. Commenters analyzed the tone of his voice, the timing of posts, and even subtle gestures caught on video, all in an effort to uncover the real story. Emotions ran high as some fans expressed disbelief and heartbreak, while others celebrated what they believed was the unraveling of a carefully constructed lie. The frenzy created a sense of urgency and chaos, making it impossible for anyone to step back and find calm. In the evening, a particularly dramatic twist reportedly shocked everyone involved. A former confidant of Jim's allegedly came forward, claiming that Jim had hidden critical details about a personal scandal that could damage his image even further. According to insiders, this revelation caused immediate outrage within the house, with family members reportedly confronting Jim about the secrecy and deception. "How can we defend you if you keep hiding things?" one family member reportedly yelled. The confrontation, described as intense and emotional, reportedly left Jim silent for the first time all day, his expression unreadable. The tension was so thick that observers compared the house to a war zone, where trust had been completely shattered and relationships hung by a thread. As night fell, the anticipation for Jim's live stream reached a fever pitch. Insiders claimed that he was aware of the leaks, the confrontations, and the growing public outrage, and that he was preparing a statement that could either mend or completely shatter his remaining credibility. Fans speculated endlessly about what he would say, and reactions ranged from hope to outright skepticism. "He has to come clean," one fan wrote. "Anything else is just more lies," another tweeted. "I can't believe I ever trusted him." The emotional roller coaster had been relentless, and everyone involved seemed trapped in a cycle of tension, anger, and disbelief. As the night deepened, tension in Jim Jones's house reached an almost unbearable level. The live stream was scheduled to start any minute, and everyone, family, friends, and fans, was holding their breath. Insiders claimed that in the hours leading up to it, private arguments erupted in almost every corner of the house. Lila reportedly cornered Jim in the living room, her eyes red from hours of pacing and stress. "You can't keep doing this," she allegedly said, voice trembling but sharp. "Every time you lie, you pull everyone around you into chaos. It's not just about you anymore." Jim's response, according to sources, was a mix of defiance and frustration. "I'm doing what I have to do," he allegedly snapped. "You don't understand the bigger picture." Friends who had been present all day reportedly described the scene as emotionally explosive. One source claimed, "It felt like the house could explode at any moment. Every word, every glance carried weight. You could feel the tension vibrating through the walls." Some friends reportedly pleaded for calm, trying to remind everyone that the live stream was an opportunity to address the chaos publicly, while others insisted that Jim needed to be confronted privately before even thinking about going online. Emotions ran high, accusations flew, and tears were shed. It was, by all accounts, a night of raw, unfiltered emotion, the kind that leaves permanent marks on relationships. Meanwhile, the online frenzy reached new heights. Hashtags were trending globally, Fans were creating fan pages solely dedicated to dissecting Jim's every move, and influencers were posting countdowns to the live stream. Some users reportedly claimed to have inside information that Jim had prepared multiple versions of his statement, each tailored to different audiences depending on how the story unfolded. Conspiracy theories proliferated, suggesting everything from financial fraud to hidden personal scandals. The speculation created an almost carnival-like atmosphere online, with excitement, anger, and disbelief all mixing into a digital storm that showed no signs of abating. Just before the live stream began, insiders reported a shocking twist. One of Jim's former associates, who had been silent for months, suddenly appeared at the house. Reportedly, he stormed in, demanding answers and allegedly threatening to reveal private communications that could escalate the scandal even further. Voices reportedly rose to a crescendo, with Jim defending himself and his actions while family members and friends openly expressed fear, frustration, and betrayal. "You don't get to keep doing this and expect us to stand by," one family member allegedly yelled. The tension reportedly lingered, electric and suffocating, until the associate finally left, warning that the world would soon know the truth, whether Jim was ready or not. As the live stream finally went live, fans held their breath, their screens filled with anticipation. Jim appeared on camera, looking tense and unusually serious. The room behind him was dimly lit, shadows creating an almost cinematic effect that added to the drama. "I know people are angry," he began, his voice shaky at first, "and maybe they have every right to be. Things have gotten complicated, and maybe I didn't always tell the truth the way I should have." The confession, though limited, sent shockwaves through social media. Fans debated furiously whether this was genuine remorse or just another calculated performance. Within the stream, Jim attempted to explain the discrepancies in his statements, detailing pressures he had faced, miscommunications, and mistakes. However, insiders reported that the explanation only fueled more speculation. Some viewers believed his story, empathizing with the pressure he claimed to endure, while others were skeptical, pointing to the leaked messages and recordings that suggested a more deliberate pattern of deception. "He's admitting small things while hiding the big ones," one fan commented. "This is just a distraction." Emotions ran high, and the comment sections reportedly filled with anger, disbelief, and heartache. Halfway through the live stream, a shocking revelation allegedly occurred. According to insiders, a family member, reportedly Lila, interrupted the broadcast via video call, confronting Jim live on air. "How many times do we have to deal with your lies?" she allegedly demanded, her voice breaking. "We trusted you, and you keep betraying that trust." The confrontation reportedly sent viewers into a frenzy. Some praised Lila for her courage, while others feared the family drama would only deepen the chaos. Jim's reaction, as described by sources, was a mix of defensiveness and desperation, struggling to respond coherently while the tension escalated in real time. Meanwhile, former friends and associates continued to leak information online, seemingly in direct response to the live stream. Screenshots, private messages, and snippets of recorded conversations surfaced across social media platforms, each piece adding layers of complexity to the unfolding narrative. Fans dissected each post, comparing timelines and statements to expose contradictions. The sheer volume of information reportedly overwhelmed everyone involved, leaving Jim, his family, and friends scrambling to regain control of the story. Emotions ran high as relationships frayed and trust evaporated almost entirely. As the night progressed, insiders claimed that one particularly dramatic confrontation occurred between Jim and a longtime business partner. Reportedly, the partner accused Jim of not only lying publicly, but also endangering contracts and investments through misinformation. "We could lose everything because of this," the partner allegedly shouted. Jim's response, according to sources, was a mixture of anger and pleading. "I'm trying to protect all of us," he allegedly exclaimed. The argument reportedly ended with the partner storming out, warning that legal consequences could be imminent if the truth continued to unravel. This confrontation, some insiders claimed, marked a turning point in the drama, signaling that the stakes were now higher than ever. In the late hours, the house reportedly fell into uneasy silence. Family members and friends were emotionally drained, each retreating to private spaces to process the events of the day. Yet, even in the quiet, the tension lingered, palpable and heavy. Sources claimed that Jim himself stayed in his studio for hours, replaying the live stream, checking messages, and trying to anticipate the next wave of backlash. Fans, meanwhile, continued their digital vigil, sharing reactions, theories, and demands for further clarification. The cycle of chaos seemed unending, with every revelation leading to new questions, new suspicions, and new drama. Just when it seemed like the night could not get any more turbulent, insiders reported another shocking twist. Allegedly, an anonymous source sent proof to several influencers suggesting that Jim had been secretly planning a public statement months before the current scandal erupted, designed to manipulate public opinion in his favor. The implications were explosive, suggesting that the entire saga had been carefully orchestrated rather than a series of accidental missteps. Fans were reportedly outraged, flooding social media with accusations, memes, and theories about the full extent of the deception. Emotions ran high, with anger and disbelief blending into a collective frenzy that showed no signs of slowing. As the night turned into early morning, the tension in Jim Jones's house had not eased. Family members, friends, and associates were exhausted but emotionally raw, still reeling from the live stream and the onslaught of revelations. Insiders claimed that the air was thick with unspoken accusations, resentment, and fear. Lila reportedly spent hours sitting quietly in the living room, scrolling through fan reactions and leaks, shaking her head in disbelief. "How did it come to this?" she allegedly whispered to herself, tears quietly tracing her cheeks. The house, once filled with laughter and casual conversations, now felt like a war zone where trust had been obliterated. Just hours after the live stream, rumors surfaced that Jim had attempted to privately reach out to former allies in an effort to repair relationships. Insiders suggested that some ignored him entirely, unwilling to forgive repeated betrayals. One longtime friend allegedly replied to a message simply with, "I can't do this anymore, Jim. The lies are too much." The sting of rejection reportedly hit Jim hard, and sources claim he spent hours reflecting on the fallout. Despite his attempts to justify or explain, it became increasingly clear that the impact of his repeated deception had spread far beyond his immediate circle. Emotions ran high, with some family members reportedly questioning whether reconciliation was even possible. In a dramatic turn, a previously silent family member reportedly decided to speak publicly, releasing a statement on social media condemning Jim's behavior while urging fans to consider the emotional toll on everyone involved. The statement, described by insiders as heartfelt and raw, quickly went viral. Fans were divided. Some praised the courage and honesty of the family member, while others accused them of taking sides or fueling the controversy. Hashtags related to the post trended globally, and social media became a battleground of opinions, theories, and debates over who was telling the truth and who was manipulating the narrative. Meanwhile, insiders claimed that Jim himself attempted another live session, this time shorter and more controlled. Reportedly, he addressed some of the accusations head-on, attempting to clarify certain details about his business dealings and personal choices. "I made mistakes," he allegedly said, voice strained. "I didn't always handle things the right way, but I never intended to hurt anyone." Yet, despite the apology, many fans remained unconvinced, pointing to leaked messages and recordings that contradicted his statements. The tension online reportedly reached fever pitch, with discussions, debates, and heated comments flooding every platform. Emotions ran high as viewers struggled to separate truth from manipulation. The following day, insiders claimed a shocking twist emerged. A former associate, who had remained silent for months, released an alleged trove of private recordings and messages, exposing previously unknown conversations in which Jim allegedly plotted to obscure certain financial and personal details. The revelations reportedly caused immediate outrage among family and friends, leaving many speechless. Lila allegedly confronted Jim privately once again, her voice trembling but fierce. "How long were we supposed to keep pretending this was okay?" she reportedly demanded. Jim's response, according to sources, was a combination of remorse and defensiveness. "I was trying to protect everyone," he allegedly said. The confrontation reportedly ended without resolution, leaving the household tense and fragile. While the family dealt with these revelations, fans continued to dissect every move Jim made. Social media, insiders claimed, had become a relentless cycle of analysis, speculation, and outrage. Screenshots were posted, messages were circulated, and timelines were painstakingly reconstructed. Emotions ran high, with fans expressing disappointment, betrayal, and heartbreak. Some longtime supporters reportedly posted messages saying they could no longer trust Jim, while others attempted to defend him, citing pressure, stress, and misunderstandings. The online storm mirrored the real-life chaos, making it impossible for anyone involved to find calm or closure. In a dramatic escalation, insiders alleged that a heated confrontation erupted between Jim and one of his closest business partners. Reportedly, the partner accused Jim of repeated dishonesty and manipulation, insisting that the recent revelations had put them both at financial risk. "We could lose everything because of your lies," the partner allegedly shouted. Jim reportedly responded with frustration and defiance, claiming he was acting in everyone's best interests. The argument reportedly ended with the partner leaving the house in anger, warning that legal consequences could follow if the deception continued to unravel. This confrontation, according to insiders, marked a turning point, signaling that the consequences of Jim's actions were now more tangible and far-reaching than ever before. As Part 4 progressed, insiders claimed that the family attempted a tentative reconciliation meeting, hoping to salvage some trust and understanding. The gathering, described as emotionally charged, reportedly included tears, accusations, and heartfelt pleas. Lila allegedly demanded honesty and transparency, insisting that every lie be addressed. Some family members reportedly supported her, while others appeared reluctant, unwilling to confront the full scale of the scandal. Emotions ran high as old wounds were reopened, and the house reportedly vibrated with tension, despair, and moments of fragile hope. Amid the personal fallout, fans continued to shape the narrative online. Allegedly, influencers and social media commentators released reaction videos to every public statement, live stream, and leak, creating a cycle of drama that seemed endless. Some fans reportedly expressed heartbreak, disbelief, and anger, while others sought to defend Jim, claiming the pressure he faced justified his actions. The commentary reportedly intensified as new leaks and allegations surfaced, creating a continuous loop of outrage, speculation, and emotional investment from an audience that could not look away. By the evening, insiders claimed that Jim finally agreed to a private, in-depth family meeting to address the chaos and attempt a resolution. Reportedly, he apologized sincerely, expressing remorse for repeated mistakes and acknowledging the damage caused. "I realize now how much my actions hurt everyone," he allegedly said. "I want to fix this, but I need your help to be honest moving forward." Lila reportedly responded cautiously, acknowledging the apology, but insisting that trust would take time to rebuild. Emotions reportedly ran high as family members cautiously engaged in dialogue, with tears, frustration, and tentative hope mixing together in a delicate balance. As the main body of the saga comes to a close, the drama surrounding Jim Jones has reached a fever pitch. The house remains emotionally charged, family relationships are strained but slowly confronting the truth, friends and business partners have expressed anger and concern, and fans continue to debate, analyze, and react online. Secrets have been revealed, confrontations have shaken loyalties, and the line between truth and deception has blurred in ways that will keep everyone involved on edge. The stage is set for the aftermath, as the consequences of Jim's actions unfold and the story continues to capture the attention of a captivated, emotional audience. As the dust begins to settle on this whirlwind saga, one thing is clear: Jim Jones has left fans, family, and friends reeling with shock, anger, and disbelief. The repeated lies, confrontations, and shocking revelations have created a storm that no one could have anticipated, and the fallout is far from over. The house remains divided, relationships strained, and trust shattered, leaving everyone involved facing the consequences of actions that seemed small at first, but have now exploded into something far more dramatic. Fans continue to dissect every detail, replay every live stream, and analyze every leak, trying to separate fact from fiction, truth from deception. The story raises so many questions. Will Jim ever truly regain the trust of his family, friends, or fans? Can he salvage his reputation, or has the cycle of lies permanently damaged his image? And most importantly, how far will this drama go before the full truth finally comes to light? Every new message, post, or revelation threatens to change the narrative, keeping audiences on edge and emotionally invested in what happens next. The suspense, the betrayals, and the raw emotions make it a saga that feels almost impossible to look away from. If you've been following this roller coaster of drama, we want to hear from you. Comment below with your thoughts. Do you believe Jim Jones can redeem himself? Or is this the final straw for fans who have supported him for years? Make sure to like this video if you were shocked by the revelations, subscribe to our channel to stay updated on every twist and turn, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next explosive update. Your opinion matters, and this story is far from over. Tune in as the saga continues to unfold, revealing secrets, betrayals, and drama that fans will be talking about for months to come.